It's been a whole month since I showed you guys this LeBron James build. With the build, I told you don't rush to making it. It was just a prototype, and with it being a prototype build, I dropped 73 points in the rec on the debut game. Now with this build, I've been having so much fun when it came to playing rec, or even taking this build to park, and I actually have been enjoying my time grinding this build out. With this build only being a 96 overall, I got all my stacks maxed out on this LeBron James build. Now when I told y'all, I was gonna make this build two different types. I was gonna make a 6'8 and a 6'9. This is the prototype. The build is a 96 overall, and they got all the stats I really need. And with this being a test build, some of the attributes I dropped down lower than what I usually do. I got an 84 post control, I got an 83 ball control, and I got a 66 acceleration. I was just testing things out when it comes to using a build like this. And I've been paying attention to you guys in the comment section. Some of y'all saying y'all like the 6'8 version, some of y'all say you should have went 6'9. But for all these types of LeBrons, we got the Miami, we got Cleveland, and you know you got current LeBron James. We putting all these together trying to make a full brown LeBron James build. So I'm going to be showing you 4 different variations. I'm going to start with our 6'9 with a 90 driving dunk, another 6'9 with a 94 driving dunk, a 6'8 with a 90 driving dunk, and another 6'8 with a 94 driving dunk. And in the comment section, I want y'all to know which one do you like the best. So let's hop into my player builder. We're going to start with the 6'9 LeBron James build, 235 pounds, 7'3 wingspan on this build. Now, if you're someone that does want speed booster on this 6'9 build, you will have to end up changing your weight. And the thing about that, you're going to have to drop it about almost 11 pounds. Now, if you don't want your LeBron James skinny like my prior LeBron James build, I'm going to just keep it like this. I prefer, if you're going to end up going the other way, you're going to have to go 6'8 if you want to be able to get that speed booster and all those other badges like that you really want. But seeing that 6'9, you can get a lot of things on this build because you don't hit certain attribute caps when it comes to the 6'8 that you really need, like the 85 ball control, the speed boost. Now, if you're someone of those people that don't care about speed boost, then the 6'9 might be very perfect for you. But also, I will be giving you the signature styles, the dribble moves, all that, the dunk package that I use on this build. Now, for the actual filters for the build, we using 98 stamina. You can go 78, 80, or 82 vertical, but the most important two will be 78 vertical for that 90 driving dunk and 82 vertical when it comes to getting those 94 driving dunk contact dunks. Now look, for the actual acceleration, I'm going to go 66 on this, and then for the speed, it's maxed at 77. If you want more speed, you're going to have to drop the weight. As of going 235 pounds, you can possibly get the closest body type to LeBron James. You could push it to 240 pounds, but you know you got to do your workouts to end up getting that body type unlocked. So it's going to take you a nice little minute. But for the actual finish on this build, we're going to up the post control. I went with 84/85 because I still had unpluckable. But unpluckable on silver, I'm going to be honest, go 92. 92, because you want to play different game modes, make sure you go 92. That gold unpluckable was way better than silver. Once you hit the park with silver unpluckable, you're going to get plucked. I'm going to be honest. I was getting plucked, it's crazy, but hey, once you know how to dribble with it, you won't get plucked as much. But for the driving dunk on this build, as a LeBron dunk package, you know it's 84 driving dunk. But if you want them contact dunks, you know you got to get that 87 or that 89. But we're going to end up going to 90, and the reason being because you do get precision dunker on goal, but you also get the dunk contact animations just like this. You get pro contact dunks off 2, and you also get pro contact dunks off 1 to unlock both of those dunk contact animations. But also you get alley-oop contacts as well. Since you only need an 84 driving dunk, get the alley-oop contacts, you'll be able to get those with no problem. For the dunk package, you got to add a LeBron dunk package. You can also use Anthony Edwards dunk package. These are my favorite dunk packages to use to end up getting contacts. John Morant is a good one to use. I get this a lot, especially off the 2 feet dunks. But now when it comes to the actual like cool little simple dunks, athletic hangs off 1 is very, very broken. Like you can glide across the room with athletic hangs off 1. Now, if you're someone that's going to go to 94 driving dunk rate, I'm going to show you this right here. These are the dunk packages you're going to unlock. You get elite contact dunks off 2, the best dunk package you can have. I'm telling you, you get crazy contacts dunked with this elite contacts off 2, while also getting elite contact dunks with this build. And this is the reason I went with a 92 driving dunk, because y'all was like, bro, why did you go 92 driving dunk? I wanted those elite contact dunks off 2. But you also get Russell Westbrook dunk package, one of the most broken dunk packages in the game, to be honest, because this dunk package gets you all the straight on tomahawk animations. But for the finishing, we're going to go to 80 layup so you can get that fearless finisher on silver. But if you don't care about it, you can do 76 or 77. If you want 77, you get that gold floater badge. Now for the standing dunk, I ain't really like a standing dunk type of person, so I'm gonna keep it at 45. You can do 40, but the lowest I think you can do is maybe like 44 or something like that. For the shooting ability on this build, we gotta go 88. I'm gonna give y'all a jump shot. If you want to use it, you can use it, but we're gonna go 88 mid-range with this build to unlock all these badges. And for the three-pointer, I've been shooting with no problem with a 76 three-pointer, and I've been using my go-to jump shot on this build, and with it being Markin Brogdon, Sadiq Bey, and Josh Richardson, 34-66 max speed on release. But if you're someone that wants to try something different with the bases, you can also use T-Mac base. If you don't want to use Josh Richardson as your actual release, you can end up throwing Oscar Robertson as your second release if you want to. And with this being a 90 drive and dunk 6'9", I'm gonna have a lot of attributes to work with and be able to have the pass accuracy to a decent rate. I'm gonna end up going 77. I could go 75, but hey, might as well go 77, get that needle threader. Needle threader definitely comes in handy even on bronze. Now with the ball control, you only get an 80 ball control. 80 ball control, you can make something happen with an 80 ball control in this game. It's a lot of dribble moves that you can get from 75, 80. You can get some at 70 that works very consistently. Now, if you're someone that wants to get that speed booster on bronze, you're not going to be able to get it. That's one thing. You're not going to be able to get it because you have to be 224 pounds to get that speed boost on bronze, because you need to have a 72 speed with ball. Keep that in mind. So if you want that speed with ball, you got to drop your weight. But for the dribble moves for this build I will use, these are the 6 that I will end up coming up with. You still get pro dribble style because all you need is a 70 speed with ball. But hey, these are all the dribble moves that I would use when it comes to using a 6'9" version of this LeBron James build. Now for the defense, you're going to have a subtle defense, nothing too crazy. You're going to have perimeter, you're going to have block. But for the blocking aspect of the LeBron James build, I would love to go 87. But that's going to be overkill. I'm going to have to go 77. But I tell y'all, you need that chase down, 78. But since this build not gonna have super high rebounding, I gotta go 79 to get that pogo stick. And having pogo stick on the build definitely makes a big difference from not having it. It definitely comes in handy. But for the perimeter, we're gonna end up having 2 options, to be honest. This is what I'm gonna work with. I'm gonna do between 82 so you get challenger on silver, or you can end up going 85 perimeter so you can get that clamps and challenger on silver with pick dodger on silver. But for the steal, you're gonna be able to get a 60 steal for interceptor on bronze. It's not too like crazy having interceptor on bronze. You need at least like silver, but 60 is gonna make a big difference from having nothing. But for the rebound, we're gonna have a 65 rebound on this build. If you remember my first LeBron James build, I only had a 40 defensive rebound. 65 is a big jump with having the badge unlocked. Now, as you was being a 6'9", 235 pound, 7'3" wingspan build, this LeBron James build with a 90 drive and dunk is called an inside the arc scorer. But now that you've seen this build with a 90 drive and dunk and you've seen all the attributes, now let me show you what this build really looks like with a 94 drive and dunk at 6'9". At 6'9", I like it a little bit more, but the thing about it, I have to lose a lot of attributes compared to the other build. 90, you save attributes, but you get less better badge quality. In that 94 drive and dunk, you get better badge quality, but you want to end up using more attributes because you got to go 94. Now for the layup, we're going to go 77 layup so you can get that float game on go. If you don't care about float game, you can stop at 76. You get acrobat on silver. I'm telling you, acrobat on silver definitely gets the job done, so don't sleep on that badge right there. 92 post control for that, unpluckable on gold. The same setup that we're going to use for the shooting. 88 mid-range, we're gonna stop with the 76 three-pointer on this build. You could end up changing if you want to, but since you got a 94 drive and dunk, the actual like movement on this actual build, like trying to move things, is gonna be very tight compared to the other build. Now for the pass accuracy, we're gonna go 77. You could end up going 75, so you can save attributes and put it somewhere else if you want to. Now for the ball control, max it out. And remember, if you someone want that speed booster on bronze, bro, you're gonna have to drop your weight to 224 pounds, so you end up getting speed booster on bronze with a 72 speed with ball. But if you want that Magic Johnson dribble style, it's not gonna be possible unless you go 189 pounds, but you're gonna have an anorexic LeBron James at that point. And I don't think you want that. But for the build defense, it's gonna be 85 perimeter, 45 steal, 79 block with a 60 rebound. Now you see the big difference. That 94 drive and dunk took away at least 15 on our steal. Now it might not make a big difference, but if you want to end up having some type of decent steal, it's going to be hard to try to maneuver some of these actual attributes to get that 60 steal back. Now with the build being 6'9", 235 pounds, 7'3", again with a 94 drive and dunk, you're going to get caught the same thing. Literally, you're gonna get called the same thing. Only now you have a 94 drive and dunk and you have a lower steal. That's the only big difference with these builds, to be honest. It's the drive and dunk, and the steal is going to be a whole different rating when it comes to actually using this LeBron James build. But when a 6'8", I showed you the 6'9", but we're going to end up doing the 6'8" the same way we did the 6'9" when it comes to the actual weight and the wingspan. I'm going to end up changing the wingspan. It's not going to be 218. We're going to do 235 pounds again. Now with this one, It's going to be slightly different because I'm going to be able to get certain badges that I couldn't get at 6'9", but also I'm going to be able to speed boost with this build. But if you're someone that does not care about speed boosting, you still can make a great build out to 6'8", just because you can get certain dribble moves. You can end up stopping at an 83 ball control if you don't care about speed boosting, and be able to get the Jamal Murray behind the back if you really want so on a taller build. Now with the actual physicals on this build, it's very set up the same. This time I want an acceleration at 70, but I'm going to do between 70 and 66 on both builds. And for the speed on this build, we're going to have an 81 speed, so we get that speed booster on silver and be able to speed boost. Now with the drive and dunk, I told you this is the 90 drive and dunk version. We're gonna go 90 drive and dunk, 77 layup, so you can get that float game on gold, 82 close shot, and end up doing post control. Hey, if you can get 92, go 92. I told y'all 85 is going to be kind of risky based on what game mode you play. If you play Pro M 5v5 and things like that, or Pro M 3v3, you're going to get ripped, especially if you play Park. It's hard. It's going to be easy for you to get ripped. But if you're playing like Rec and Theater, most of the time I usually don't get ripped as much in those two game modes. But look, at the shooting, it's going to be the same setup: 88 mid-range, 76 three-pointer. Pass accuracy is going to be different. We're not going 77. We got to stop at 75 because we're going to have less attributes on this build, just because we're at 6'8" versus the 6'9", but we have higher caps on this build. That's the reason why, because we're not stopping at 80 on this one. We're going to go to 85 so we can be able to get that speed boost ability, and we're going to put the speed with ball all the way up so we can get a 75 speed with ball to be able to unlock that speed booster on silver and that Magic Johnson dribble style if you still use Magic Johnson dribble style. But for the dribble moves I would use for this build, only thing I would say you can substitute out is the actual dribble style if you don't like pro dribble style. I prefer pro dribble style, so if you want to be able to speed boost very good, use pro. But if you don't really care for the speed boost animation, you can use Magic Johnson if you want to. And when it comes to defense on this 90 drive and dunk build, you're going to see it's very similar to the 94 drive and dunk build. The steal is not going to be as high. We're not going to have a 60 steal. We're going to have a 45 steal, 85 perimeter, 79 block. If you don't care about pogo stick, you can stop at 78, and then you can up the rebound, possibly get to 65 rebound if you want to end up doing that. If you want a free throw that you need to use and you got a 65 free throw, you can use Stephen Curry free throw. I'm gonna be honest, Stephen Curry got one of the best free throws that you can use. It literally goes in almost every time for me. But no matter the height or weight, you're still gonna get called the inside the arc scorer. Now, only thing is gonna change if you up the three-pointer to like a 78 three-pointer, they're gonna give you a whole different name. But with this build being 6'8" again with a 94 drive and dunk, you're gonna see it's gonna be a little bit harder to end up getting certain things I really want. With a 94 drive and dunk on a 6'8", you're not gonna be able to get certain layup packages or certain badges that you really want with the drive and layup. But if you really don't care about that, hey, it's no problem. But having a 94 drive and dunk, 74 layup, 58 close shot, I would love to have a 92 post control on this build, but if I go 92 post control, this build would lock up so fast it doesn't make any sense. I got an 84 post control with silver unpluckable with this build, and we're gonna have an 88 mid-range, 76 three-pointer like the other ones. But the thing about it, the playmaking is gonna be the same: 75 playmaking, 85 ball control. But if you want to go 83, you could. If you don't really care about that actual speed boost and ability, go 83, you could, but I prefer go 85. You might as well. But for the defense on this build, you got a 61 interior, 82 perimeter, and 42 steal, 78 block, and a 60 rebound on this build. And out of all the other builds, this build only gets an 82 perimeter and it gets a 78 block, but it still can get the job done. We won't get clamps on silver, but you still can end up getting buckets with this build. Now with the LeBron James builds I showed you, let me know which one y'all want to see. Y'all want to see the 6'9" 94 drive and dunk, 6'8" 94 drive and dunk, or you want me to bring out the 6'9" 90 drive and dunk? Let me know down in the comment section. Make sure y'all boys drop a like on this video. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you turn on notifications if y'all haven't yet, and check out the 2 videos on the screen, man. I'll see y'all boys in the next one.